Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to do a full first impressions and review and demo on the brand new Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. So let's just get right into the video. So this here is what the actual foundation looks like. Really sleek packaging. As always from Nars, it's to be expected. Glass bottle. It has a pump. I have mine in the shade Stromboli. I think it's medium 3. And this is just my go-to shade in all Nars foundations. For the claims, I'm just going to read it off of the Sephora website because there's a lot of claims and I don't want to miss any. So it's supposed to be a medium to full buildable coverage. It is for all skin types and it's supposed to be 16 hours of wear and it's natural, fade resistant, and has full powered radiance to smooth the look of skin. It comes in 33 shades, which Nars has always been really good about shade ranges historically. Transfer resistant, sweat resistant, color true all day, which means it's not going to oxidize or change colors through the day. The formula features superior blendability for an imperceptible effect that looks natural like skin. It doesn't feel cakey, heavy, drying, or masking, and it has a unique combination of translucent base with micronized amino acid coated pigments and mineral tone balancing powders which mimic the skin's tone, fusing it for the closest match. Nars' skin optimizing complex, a blend of raspberry, apple, and watermelon extracts, helps support skin's elastic fibers to smooth and improve skin's appearance over time for optimal radiance, which is very, very cool. I keep all the other things in my routine pretty much the same to really see how the foundation itself is doing. So I have applied a primer and I'm just going to take the foundation. I have my damp beauty blender and we're gonna do it. My gut instinct is always just to shake foundations before I apply them. So this is one pump. This is not, I feel, what a usual one pump looks like, but it's probably, I'm assuming, because they don't want you to put like too much of it on at once. And then I'm just gonna do half of my face to see the coverage. And I have a lot of redness. I also have issues with pores. My skin recently has just been going crazy. None of the stuff I can usually do is working. So if anyone has suggestions for congested skin or just like dry sections of face, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Okay, so that is one pump on one half of my face and this has no makeup. So a couple things right off the bat after having a little close-up is that it has awesome coverage. The color match, as always, Stromboli is perfect for me. It feels so lightweight on the skin and it feels kind of hydrating. Now the downside, which is what I was nervous about happening with this foundation, is that I have been having skin issues. So this foundation, if I look really close up right here on my cheeks and even on my nose, it's kind of grabbing and emphasizing on skin that, like, if I look at my bare skin here or if I touch my bare skin, it doesn't feel dry or dehydrated. And I mean, it's not super noticeable, like when I'm real up close, and like no one should be that close to my face anyways. So if I'm real up close, I can see it in the mirror, like on my cheeks. I'm gonna finish off the other side of my face. It is blending out super easily. I know technically Francois Nars designed Nars products to be used with your fingers and your hands because your body heat helps to kind of break it down. So I'm gonna take a little bit and I'm actually going to build up some coverage, like where I'm still seeing a little bit of redness with my hand. And you can see as soon as you start working with your hands, it is so intense. I probably should have used less. I mean, that definitely really amped up the coverage. And sponges generally do soak up a big chunk of product. Okay, so it's still, even with my fingers, clinging onto dry skin that I have here, and a little bit on the cheek area, and also around my mouth. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Okay, so now that I have the foundation completely on, here is my first impression. I'm kind of in two minds. On one hand, it bothers me that I can really up close see that it's kind of clinging onto skin in random areas. But on the other hand, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking in the viewfinder and my skin looks real good. It looks even, it looks like luminous, it looks healthy, it feels great on the skin. It almost feels like I have skincare on because it's just like hydrating. And of course, the skin tone match is awesome. My skin just looks smooth, it looks perfected. I had congestion, I have veining on my chin area and a little bit of hyperpigmentation, and it has covered everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup and then I'll be back for a check-in, so stay tuned. I'm back for my first check-in. It has been about 3.5, 4 hours since I first applied the foundation. All my makeup on top went on really beautifully. There's no fading of the foundation. It's still phenomenal coverage. There is definitely creasing in my normal areas. I have really deep expression lines in my forehead, which all foundations crease, but to be fair, without makeup, I can see the lines. So for me, when I'm looking at myself and I see the lines, it just looks natural because I just have deep expression lines there. So it doesn't really bug me at all. Around the nose, I always get creasing. There is no creasing on this side of my nose and just the tiniest bit on this side, which is phenomenal. And I have a little smidgen of a crease right here in my marionette line, which usually also for most foundations would be much deeper, but it's not. You can barely just see it. It almost looks just like a shadow or like a dimple there. And then I have a little bit of separation here and here, which is where I have just pores that are so annoying. If anyone has any suggestions for how I can like fill these pores to prevent makeup from like separating over them, I would really like to know in the comments down below, please and thank you so much. If I get real up close and personal, I can still see where it's clinging onto certain like dry bits around my nose, but I feel like this is a foundation where you have to let it like settle into the skin. Like it looks better the longer it's on. Initially, it looks cute, but it's way better now than it was when I first put it on. Color match is still amazing. Literally looks just like skin. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up some work and I will be back with a final check-in in a few hours. We have arrived at the last check-in. The time is now 11:17 p.m. I have had this foundation on for about 9.5, 10 hours now, and I have to tell you, I'm super impressed. To be honest, there is very little difference between right now and my last check-in, which is crazy. The forehead lines, the separation around the pores on my chin, those are a little worse, but the creasing around my nose is pretty much the same. My marionette lines, that's what I think I'm most shocked about. Usually by now foundations, like you would be able to see a line from here to there, and right now in person, all I see is this little pipsqueak, which I'm pretty sure if I had blended out earlier, it maybe would have not settled. I just didn't. I wanted to see what would happen. Also, all the makeup that I've applied on top of my foundation still looks like pristine. So that means that the makeup I'm using on top of my foundation is great makeup, but also I have just a really solid base. I will say that you can still see the little bit of dry patch clinging on the sides of my nose, but it looks better than when I first applied it. This is an amazing foundation. I think everyone should go get matched and try it out. If you do have dry skin though, I would say really exfoliate and then really hydrate your skin before you put this foundation on. But again, as it settles, it does do a great job of like just kind of blurring out stuff. Like my pores are just, I can't see my pores, and usually here and here I can see a lot of pores. Even with all the shiny stuff on my face, it doesn't emphasize any of that because it's just blurred. I'm a fan. Go check it out. If you've tried this foundation, leave a comment down below for me though and let me know how it worked for you, because I'm curious to see if anyone else had the same issues as I've had, because so far I've only heard good things about it, no negatives. So I'm curious. So please let me know if you've tried it, what you think. But for now, that's a wrap on today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.